Well, good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank God for bringing me here tonight and giving me the opportunity to give a little encouragement from what I learned reading the Bible this week. And like Marshall said, I rarely picked up my Bible this week, but I picked up more than usual this week. So praise the Lord for that. And the Bible verse I got encouraged by was in Second Corinthians chapter 5 verse 1 to 5. Again, Second Corinthians chapter 5 verse 1 to 5. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 1 to 5 says, 1 through 10, it says, "For we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed, we have a building from God, an eternal house in heaven, not built by human hand. Meanwhile we grow longing to be clothed instead with our heavenly dwellings, because when we are clothed, we will not be found naked. For while we were in this tent, we groan and are burdened, because we do not wish to be unclothed, but to be clothed instead with our heavenly dwellings, so that what is mortal may be swallowed up by life. Now the one who has fashioned us for this very purpose is God, who has given us a Spirit as a deposit guaranteeing what is to come. Therefore we are always confident and know that as long as we are at home in the body, we are away from the Lord. For we live by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and would prefer to be away from body and at home with the Lord. So we make it out our goal to please Him, whether we are at home in the body or away from it. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each of us may receive what is due for us, the things done while in the body, whether good or bad. So what I learned from this Bible verse, what I understand, right, is that believers, right, we long for a new body, right, a new body, because in this Bible verse it says, it says, for we know that the earthly tent we live in is destroyed. The earthly tent, right? The earthly tent is our physical body, and it's saying our physical body is temporary, right? It's not permanent, but our body, our body promised by God in heaven is temporary, and as believers, we long and wait for it. As we can see that in the second verse. In the third verse, it talks about how we are clothed with, Christ. And we can see that in 1 Corinthians chapter 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 53. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 53 says, "For the perishable must clothe itself with the imperishable, and the mortal with immortality." So that Bible verse is pretty straightforward, but going back to 2 Corinthians, right? Like I said, we long for a new body in heaven, and we feel the pain in this world right now, but we have to endure it, and we know God is still watching over us, like Christina said. We walk by faith and not by sight, and the last verse talks about we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, so that each of us may receive what is due. This is pretty straightforward as well. In Judgment Day, we're all going to stand before the Lord, right? We're going to be judged on the things we did on this earth, and this I like to say. May God bless you all.